John Wayne wasn't just the Duke. He was the embodiment of American ruggedness, especially when it came to war films. Whether leading a battalion or going it alone against the odds, Wayne brought a sense of grit and gravitas to every role. Here's a look at some of John Wayne's greatest war movies that still pack a punch today. The Wings of Eagles may seem like another classic from the combination of John Ford and John Wayne, two pioneers of Western and war genres, but it is much more than that. Even if John Ford had not taken up this biographical war film, Frank W. Weed, the personality behind the story, would still go down in history as one of the most passionate writers of military-oriented stories. In some ways, the story is both tragic and moving, and with Wayne's authentic portrayal of Wed's life, it remains one of his best war films to date. The Alamo, produced and directed by John Wayne, is a timeless classic that touches on both Western and war themes, depicting the lopsided battle for Texas freedom in 1836. The story sheds light on the heroic last-ditch efforts of Texas resistance soldiers led by General Sam Houston against the massive Mexican army. The resulting carnage and sacrifices made by the fighters for a better future are flawlessly depicted in the film, making it a must-see. Reunion in France is an exception on the list, as John Wayne is not the main focus of the story but definitely plays a significant role in driving the story forward. In the movie, Joan Crawford plays Michelle, a stunning and wealthy woman who does not believe that Germany would occupy France under Hitler's reign until her vacation gets ruined when she comes to realize that her husband, Robert, is working with Nazis. This epic Western film is set against the backdrop of battles and historical events, depicting the sprawling saga of a family with gorgeous visuals and scenarios all around. While some find the movie to be one of Ford's distinctive works based on the drama of the Western setting, others believe it was a film put together with the intention of assembling a once-in-a-lifetime cast with big names like John Wayne, James Stewart, Henry Fonda, Carroll Baker, and Gregory Peck. The film, set in the pre-Civil War period, depicts the battle between Northerners and Southerners who were trying to settle in Kansas and revolves around a Texas cowboy named Bob Seaton, who inadvertently gets into conflict with Will Cantrell, a local schoolteacher with lofty ambitions. Dark Command is part Western, part Civil War, but it is undeniably one of John Wayne's best films, which steered him on the right course of his career. One of Wayne's most controversial films, The Green Berets, was the Duke's attempt to single-handedly change public opinion about the Vietnam War. Unfortunately, Wayne took the same narrative approach to Vietnam as he did with his World War II films, and that didn't fly in an America where public opinion had already soured on the war. In retrospect, The Green Berets may have been judged too harshly, as it is a solid Vietnam War film, although it did gloss over the harsher realities and misdeeds of American soldiers. Operation Pacific finds John Wayne playing the executive officer of an American submarine when tragedy strikes the crew. Racked with guilt, Wayne must pull it together when faced with a dangerous mission against the Japanese. The film may not be the most realistic submarine movie ever, but it's entertaining, as Wayne and his good friend Ward Bond have great chemistry. Critics didn't care for the film, but it's a corny crowd pleaser that's still worth a watch. Wayne and frequent co-star Robert Ryan play Marine aviators in Flying Leathernecks, and their dynamic gives the film an interesting angle. Wayne plays Major Daniel Kirby, who is trying to whip his squadron pilots into shape as they prepare for battle in the Pacific. Ryan plays Griffin, Kirby's soft-hearted second-in-command, who plays good cop to Kirby's bad cop. Their clash of personalities has consequences, and the pilots learn the real cost of going into battle unprepared. Back to Bataan is a fantastic, if untraditional, World War II film, with Wayne playing an army colonel organizing a guerrilla resistance in the Philippines after the Japanese invade. Wayne pairs up with the legendary Anthony Quinn, who plays a Filipino native who helps to rally the locals against the Japanese. Flying Tigers was Wayne's first World War II film, and it's a great one. Wayne plays the leader of a squadron of volunteer fighter pilots defending China from Japan, and the film boasts some great dogfight sequences thanks to excellent model work and fast-paced editing. The film earned 3 Oscar nominations for sound, special effects, and music.